that's it. A little bit late, but hey, I mean, way late. Bank problems. We going here, yeah. D Lo is on his way home. Salute, brother. I see you. Yeah, man, please. If I got to stay on the phone with the bank for 2 hours, if I need to talk to the bank about something, hey, that's what I got to do, man. When there's money involved, me saving money, or me trying to keep my money, get my money back, or whatever, yeah, man, please. I don't let too much slip, man. I I'm cheap when it comes to my money. Like when it comes to bank money, I'm very cheap. I will allow like a couple of dollars to go out of my possession. That's it. That's probably the limit. Would probably be up to like three. I'll write off three. Like, okay, I'm not going to be wasting all that time to get $3. But if it's four or five, if it's five or more, four or more, then hey, it is what it is. I gotta do what I gotta do. What I gotta do. Okay, you're already in the day. You got off early. Okay, yeah. What do you think about that Haney situation, man? Or do you see any of that little pressure that they had? I don't know what they need to leave Haney alone. Haney looking pretty big, man. I might have to go down over to that camp and and just mess around with the bag or something so somebody can ask me some questions like they usually do. How you hit so hard like that? You know, I like that. So maybe they want to ask me, but they better not sleep on that on Haney. I'm not sleeping on Haney. Haney, it has shit to do with him not having power, man. A lot of fighters, when they're on their feet, they don't generate the power. They just don't generate the power. But I like his question. I like his retort. How he came back. He said, well, how many, he said, how many knockouts you got? He said, I ain't talking about nobody else because he tried to bring up everybody else. I'm talking about you. How many knockouts do you have? You know, the guy had to be quiet. Like, well, you talking about how many knockouts somebody got? How many you got? You ain't knocking nobody. You not knocking nobody out. You know what I mean? And I didn't even see this. Did Keith Thurman did he actually have a fight? Or I'm just looking, or I was just looking at old news or something. I'm like, I didn't even know. I haven't. It's been hard for me to keep up with, the fights and everything because I've had to work like I had to make up for some work because of my vehicle. So because of my vehicle, I had to go in, to make sure that my vehicle's being taken care of, and I still don't know. So I had to, waste time doing that, and so I had to switch up on work. So that way, I had to put in. So when it come to work, I had to put in I had to put in, extra hours. I'm not really a person that likes to work straight, but I was having fun. But I don't like to work straight. If I got to work so many extra hours, I don't like working straight. That's just too much. If you work 13, 14 hours straight, that's too much. A lot of people don't want to do it at all. Dude, said it was comical dialogue. Yeah, Haney looking like a full-fledged super middleweight for sure. Yeah, Haney looking pretty. He's looking pretty big. Haney's looking big. The only thing is, I don't question his power. I question his a little with these guys with that when they have a little bit of speed and length and stuff like that. When their body is designed for punching and they just seem like they don't get the punching done. It's all aesthetics. It's all the way that he's delivering because of he's on his feet. There's only so many people that can really put you down and actually be moving. Actually, Ali was pretty slick at putting you down and moving. Ali could put somebody down going backwards with like a right lead or something. He could put you down. And that's just crazy. A lot of that wouldn't be because I don't feel that they was actually like terribly hurt, like far as in far as mentally, well, not mentally, but far as like brain shook. I'll put it that way. I don't want to use ain't like concussed or nothing like that. I don't want to use terms like that. But I think it's a lot of times it's because of just that flash. It's just so quick that he was going backwards and all of a sudden, bam, he just catch you with that, turn that over. But I'm looking forward to this fight though. Regis Prograde. I heard Regis didn't really want to fight, and I don't understand the whole dynamics behind that. Why he didn't want to fight, but he said he's coming in. He's looking to put hands on Haney, looking to get Haney out of there, or whatever. But Haney's never been out of there. That's the one thing when even if somebody you look at them and they don't have the power that you think they have, if they just haven't been out, if they've been hurt or something like that, I mean, there's no fighters that have never been hurt. There's none. There's no fighters. I don't care if you've been out or not. There's no fighters, even if you never suffered a knockout, that have not been hurt. And when I'm saying that, you could add up everything. You could add up street fighting. You can add up sparring. You can add up just messing around and got clipped. You can, however you want to add it up. There's no fighters that have never been hurt or clipped or knocked down. Even if you went a whole career and just never lost your footing. Something hit you to where you was almost about to lose your footing. And maybe you just didn't go down because they never followed up on you. But they could have followed up on you 1, 2, 3 pieces. Yep. So, but the whole aspect of people saying, "Oh, he got hurt by this," or he got, I mean, come on, everybody gets hurt. And a lot of times, see, the whole thing about boxing is a cover-up. People don't, people don't talk about that, but boxing itself is a cover-up. It's a cover-up sport because you have to be like a chess player when you physically, when you box. You're doing shit that's not natural. Punches are coming at you and you're keeping your eye on your opponent. If something comes at your face, you automatically, you blink your eyes. And in some cases, they do blink their eye when they realize, hey, I didn't block the shot. Then they close their eyes. But somebody constantly doing this to you. And it's getting close sometimes, and you never know. You get this one, might be an overhand coming or whatever, and you got to keep your eyes open. Now, that's one aspect. Another thing that's unnatural is for you to take shots, like you're taking body shots. Hard body shots would make a lot of people throw up. You're taking shots like that, and you're just going, you may not make any noise, or you just, So, I don't know. So you're taking, but some people you can't, sometimes it's just too much. Like, you take a mad body shot, no, a lot of people, you have to react to it. Yeah, some people, they don't react because up in here is solid. It's like I'm not going for, I'm not gonna, show any weakness whatsoever. Like no weaknesses whatsoever. So, and that's what you have to do. Like I said, I was talking about things that are unnatural when it comes to boxing. When it comes to boxing, a lot of like pain. It's something you don't get painkillers, but pain is one thing you got to take as a boxer. Some of them don't. Some don't. Some can't take it. Some take a knee. There's different levels of taking pain or whatever. There's different levels. Some people go out, like you take a knockout. Some people go down to one knee and never get back up. Some people take a knee. Some people might just look at you and say good shot. Some boxers will shake their head like, oh no, you ain't got nothing. They'll let you know there wasn't shit on there. But sometimes, in some cases, it still bothered you. It might not have been like devastating, but you shook your head no, like it's okay. But it still might hurt, or maybe sometime every once in a while. I would say like 1% of those people, when they shake their head like no, it wasn't nothing, in the crowd scene, that means they got a good beard, a good chin. So that's the difference. That's the difference when it comes to regular people and it comes to boxers. Boxers have to condition themselves. Like even when they're tired, that you want to show that hey, I'm not tired. Well, that's athletes in general too, though. Um, I'm tired, but I don't want to show you how tired I am. That's one of the hardest ones too, though. That's the hardest one because most time people can see that you're fatigued. They look at you like, oh yeah, he's tired. And sometimes it doesn't work though, because you'll hear like the chief seconds over in the corner telling the fighter how tired another fighter is. It's like, how do you know how tired he is? He's still, throwing punches at me, still hurting me. So, but it's like I said, it's a big boxing is a big front. It's a big con game. Yep, it's a big, like I said, a big con game when it comes to boxers being honest. Even at the like, even during the press conferences and the post interview, it's always some kind of BS. Before a fight, we can sit there and get con, in which we do. We get con before a fight and we get con after fight. And I'm not gonna keep bringing up the point, but there's certain people that name themselves certain stuff like, "Oh yeah, you're a king." When it boils down to it, they show that hey, there really wasn't that much of a they wasn't that much of a king. You know, I don't know. Some people get when you talk to them, they get it, and then other people they just don't get it. They just don't get what you're talking about. But also, so I'm just a little bit of news too, though, that I guess Teofimo Lopez he's probably not going to end up fighting Tank. It's just a lot of stuff. Yeah. It's just like I said. It's just a lot. It's just way like too much to be honest. When it comes to these fighters, also, it's just too much. There's just too much. It's too much going back and forth. Too much talking. Let's not talk. Let's get in there. Uh, I always heard Richard Buffett. Is that his name? Richard Buffer, right? Is his name? Buffer. Richard. Is that his first name? But he said, let's get ready to rumble. And I'm not using it out of context because I gave him the credit for it. I cited him. And it's true. Let's get ready to rumble. Now, as soon as they say let's get ready to rumble, and you get in there and you just start running, then you didn't get ready to rumble. You should have been ready to rumble weeks before you got your ass out there to fight. But hopefully we're going to get Wilder back into the rumble. This whole Tyson Fury thing coming up, I don't know. I don't know about that. Ngannou might have something for him. But I'm thinking that Ngannou is probably going to last 6 rounds. At the most, but who knows? Tyson Fury might just be overstepping his bounds and stuff. Might be going in there just not in shape. Because I know he's definitely not training. because he's looking at, yeah, this is a big guy I'm just gonna beat. He's not looking at it like as any type of a threat. So he's not training that hard. Well, you can tell too all the blubber he has on his body. And I ain't trying to do any kind of shaming or nothing like that, but it's just like it is what it is. Yeah. So hopefully even Regis come out of this okay. Both of them. I was gonna start some crap, but I'll behave. It depends. I'll behave though. It's like I was gonna ask who has the flattest nose between those two. Yeah. But yeah, I was just coming on to let you guys know that I was late. Because I had some bank problems and stuff like that, so I had to deal with the bank. But yeah, I'm not gonna stay in here because it's more I like to have interactive. When it's chat, you gotta have somebody to chat with. So I like when it's interactive. If it's not interactive, then I don't like to just stay around and just talk. And yes, I'm doing some kind of a if I'm doing some kind of a speech or something like that, or a lot of times I don't just like to just talk and talk. Yeah. But a lot of people, like I said, a lot of people aren't getting that. They don't get that if you have a chat, that a lot of times you just don't do a show, just do a show for people that potentially might come in and look at you or look at the show. I don't care. I don't care if I have a handful. It's cool to have a handful, long as there's a message that's getting across, right? And that's the whole point in here. But anyway, I'll try to be back Wednesday. Hopefully, I'm not working. Uh, my schedule's kind of screwed up. Matter of fact, I should be calling in right now because I'm actually supposed to work. Uh, and I might have just messed up right now because I have exactly, I got like 20 minutes to make it to work, and there's no way I could make it because it's probably like an hour drive. Anyway, my shout out to all the real people that I see, and my shout out to all y'all that mess with me. All right, we'll catch y'all. Well, I didn't even know the eagle was going the whole time. Sad.